Incoming phone spin because I don't want the phone mirrored this time. Not quite sure. It's doing okay there. The picture isn't crooked, the phone is. Working from the Good Doctor's book, and I see in the comments an awful lot of people have gotten the book. Excellent suggestion in the comments. One individual said they're going to donate the book to the local library when they're done. Excellent idea. Take it to the high school library. I got a 145-page printout from Dr. Nordengard's work. And I was trying to tape these things to the wall and film them so, you could screenshot it or whatever. In this printout of Country by Country, Young Global Leaders graduates, well, estimate 4,350 in all of these documents. I guess we shouldn't call them documents. He lists 92 Canadians, and that's not a complete list. I imagine he does have a complete list where you go into the other lists year by year or whatever. So I've highlighted 36 of 92 here just to show you that it goes beyond politicians that Klaus has penetrated. Goes into academia, the media, etc. Let's run through 36 of them as quickly as I can. And I notice I'm not going to list the years. I'm just going to do their names and their positions. I see he has the same issue I do, that the WEF is sloppy about what year they entered the program and what year they graduated. So we have a fellow named Clune Adamek. He's the Yukon Regional Chief for the Assembly of Nations, Politics and Government. Payam Akhavan, Professor of Law, McGill University, Faculty of Law. Haba Ayla, journalist and CEO, CBC, Christian Science Monitor, Bloomberg News, IRI. Dominic Anglada, Liberal Party of Quebec. Also, McKinsey and Company. Yes, the McKinsey and Company, the Trudeau Liberal government has given hundreds of millions of dollars for consultation. Anyways, Dominic Anglade, Liberal Party of Quebec. Oh, I just did him. I'm sorry. John R. Baird, Government of Canada, Minister of Foreign Affairs. He would have been reshuffled with the new WEF government under Carney. Terry Beach, Office of the Deputy of Prime Minister, Parliamentary Secretary to the Deputy Prime Minister of Finance. Again, his role would have changed. Scott Brisson, President of the Treasury Board, Minister of Public Works, blah, blah. Again, he'd have changed. Jessica Bergner-Cars, Associate Professor, University of Toronto, Mississauga. I'll do a separate video on the penetration into academia in Canada sometime soon. Jillian Barak, Professor of Chemistry, University of Alberta. Alish Campbell, Chief Trade Commissioner of Canada, Ambassador of Canada to the European Union. Francois Philippe Champagne, we needn't go any further, everybody knows who he is. Jean Charest, same deal. He was the Premier of Quebec. I'm not sure where he is now. Sheila Copps, Deputy Prime Minister until 97. Bit dated, some of the Good Doctor's work here. Sean Fraser, currently in the cabinet of Carney. Chrystia Freeland, yeah, okay, nothing further needs said there. Brian Gallant, leader of the Liberal Party of New Brunswick. Alyssa Goldberg, Ambassador of Canada to Italy. George Gosby, member of the Economic Advisory Council, Government of Canada. Karina Gold, we know who she is. She was the House leader under Trudeau. I'm not sure where Carney's got her placed now. Brett House, Deputy Chief Economist, Scotiabank. Melanie Jolie. Well, we know who she is. Craig Kielberger. We Charity. Yes. Yeah, that We Charity scandal. Vera Gobolea, Minister of Economy and Sustainable Development. Alison Lote, former analysis for the Privy Council Office. McKinsey and Company. OP Trust, Canadian Public Pension Plan. John W. MacArthur, UN Foundation, Millennium Promise. Does he mean project? Or that's part of the Millennium Project, not sure. Miriam Monsef, is she not in Carney's cabinet? She was the Minister for Women and Gender Equality till 2021 anyways. Oh, James Moore, University of Northern British Columbia. Again, our penetration into the academia. Naheed Nenshi, former mayor of Calgary, now the leader of the Alberta NDP. His predecessor, Notley, Rachel Notley, she is WEF as well. She's doing something with the federal government now. As I've said before, the penetration of the WEF into the provincial NDP parties is pretty thick. Michelle Rempel Gardner, politician, conservative. I note he doesn't have Andrew Scheer in this list, but again, I'm not faulting his work. He's not focusing on Canada, and this list is not complete. Jagmeet Singh, we know who he is. Liam Sobey, Sobey's Incorporate Vice President, Merchandising. Christine Stewart, Director of Programming, CBC Television. George Stroumboulopoulos, CNN, CBC Television. Susan L. Tigg, University of Waterloo, Queens. This one, Renee Maria, Senior Counsel, Supreme Court of Canada. Justin Trudeau. Bernard Valcourt, Parliament of Canada, MP for Madawaska-Ritagouche, Quebec, I assume. Ken Weewa, weekly columnist for Canada's The Globe and Mail. Andre Allemand, Minister of Foreign Affairs, 2020 to 22. I don't recognize his name. Is he part of Carney's new cabinet? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Whoop. Crossed down into South America there. Forgot the cutoff line. A quick overview of the penetration of the WEF into Canada. And again, he's missing in this list. Not faulting him for it. Again, I assume he has it in other lists. I could, would I list there? 36 out of 92 Canadian names. I could match that going back into my notes and probably have spaced out over previous videos. Anyways, I'm just trying to impress upon anybody who's watching this humble channel just how many. That's 92, and I can match that list. So, have we got 200 people in positions of power in Canada? Not just, again, politicians, but the academia and the news media? Absolutely.